Beachy Head, a 4-mile bulge of white chalk coastline stretching from Eastbourne to Burling Gap, a hamlet that was once popular with smugglers in the 18th century. Some believe the cliff top to be haunted by evil spirits that beckon unsuspecting victims to the edge. There are mythical tales that describe a black-robed monk who lures victims to their deaths. Some apparitions are more benign, such as the young woman in a grey dress believed to be the ghost of a Victorian suicide. She was last seen in 1978 by 3 walkers who described her walking along the cliff edge and then suddenly vanishing. The ghost of a farmer's wife allegedly pulls a similar vanishing act, walking 3 steps to the cliff edge before disappearing with a baby in her arms. Consultant pathologist at Eastbourne Hospital studied Beachy Head deaths between 1965 and 1989 and concluded that of the 250 deaths during that period, 236 were almost certainly suicides. These numbers have earned Beachy Head the reputation as the most popular suicide spot in Europe, if not the world.
It's a sunny day. Here we are talking about mental health.
Well, taking your own life by throwing yourself off a cliff is or by any other means. You need to be caught in a downward spiral of negative thinking. Because someone betrays you, or just walks out of your life, or someone pulls the job out from under your feet, then you can get a kind of a mental collapse. It's like a blowout. Some people it's worse than others. Some people it's very mild. It's got that kind of heavy side, you know, when you can't get out of bed in the morning. There's just something else. And quite often just recognising that you are having these thoughts, and these thoughts are not right. It's not how to think. It certainly doesn't make you feel good. You have to rebuild, start rebuilding as quickly as possible. Take small steps, make small little targets, even if it's something just as simple as doing a jigsaw. Take little steps of what to achieve in life. You don't have to be big to begin with. Just do whatever you can. Just take a little step. It's the only way. My father once said, the pressure of taking your life, it was a coward's way out. Well, having been through it, I don't think so. I think there's more to it than that. But you have to get out of it, and self-harm is not the answer. It's the negative thinking that convinces you that it is, but that's not the way to think. That's not a healthy life. That's not healthy mental thought processes. What you've got to do is take small steps, write a list of where you want to be in a year's time, what you want your life to look like. Look at people who are successful and make someone your role model. This is how you'd like to be in a year's time. Like, what would your life look like? Start to imagine how you would like your life to look, and what good things could be happening in your life. Write down one positive thing, one goal, one ambition, one thing you'd like to achieve. Write it on a little piece of paper, put it in your pocket, keep it in your pocket every day. And just take it out of your pocket at least once a day, but try and do it often. Just read it. Keep it on you every day. Swap it between clothes. Keep it in your pocket. Just give it a little tap in your pocket, just so that you acknowledge that you remember what that thing is you want to achieve. How you want your life to be. Imagine how good your life could be. You know, the self is our intentions. And if you write positive intent in the form of things you would like to have, people you would like to be with, how your life would look, if your life is working, don't keep reminding yourself of what your life is like now, because that just reinforces that negative cycle of thought. Break it, break that cycle, and just write down some positive things and keep them on you. And that becomes yourself, your intention becomes yourself, and you will start to make steps, to take steps towards making things happen. And gradually you will come out of this cycle of negative thought, and your life will start to improve, you'll start to see the light again, and eventually those thoughts of harm will gradually fade away into the distance. No, it's not easy. I know what it feels like. Nobody can know what a person suffering with depression feels like. We don't know what people are feeling. You know, they express their feelings, people express feelings in terms of anger and laughter and sadness and happiness and the way we do things. But if you're listening to this and you are not feeling so good about yourself, write something down of what you would like to achieve, where you would like to be in the years. Some people call them vision boards. It doesn't have to be a big thing, but you know, just write one little thing and keep it in your pocket. Tap your pocket a few times a day, just to remind yourself of what that one thing is. And before you know it, yourself, your intentions will be working at full strength to make that thing happen. Then you can start to add more things, start to create a vision board, cut out bits of pictures of things you'd like your life to look like, a new house, a car, whatever it is, a new relationship, you know, and stick them on a piece of A4 and give it a target and when you'd like to achieve everything you've written down on your vision board. And yourself will make it happen. Guaranteed, absolutely guaranteed that will happen. I just love these cloud formations. Last time I looked, I was the only one out here. Now there's this big ship. I can still see the starboard side. All I could see was the bow. That would be a collision course. And I've been looking to change course right now, but at the moment I'm just going to hang on and see what happens. Alright, I'm starting to get a little bit concerned because I'm looking right down his bow now at the moment, and that is right on course to Beachy. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. He may have corrected course. If I turn port now, that's not going to make a lot of difference, so I'm going to hold my nerve a little bit and see how we get on. Prevention of collision regulations at sea. I'm on the sail, he's on the power, we're not in any designated shipping lane, so he's made a course correction to come astern of me, and I'm now looking at his port side, so that's collision avoided. We may be going into New Haven, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, so he's definitely going into port, New Haven. As you can see, he's definitely on track. Where did he just come from? I'm busy watching Transbarge ferries, and there's this little fishing boat going zooming in front of my bow. Time for some lunch, I think. Hey, I made myself a sandwich. Listen, Mexican chicken. Walking through a part of Brighton called the Lanes, which is loads of shops and bars and cafes. Going on the electric train, 1855 was invented. We're just getting round to electrifying our transport. Extra hot, or you just want hot sauce? Extra hot.
That's my fork and
There's your knife and fork.
Fork and knife.
But real people eat it with the fingers. And you can have some tomato, you can have some Heinz tomato ketchup if you want, but you won't need it if you're having extra hot sauce. You're having a pita, this is the extra hot sauce going in.
Don't get my bingo wig.
It takes a lot to get it out of the bottle.
I think that's lovely.
And I'm having a medium burger, coleslaw, peri-peri chips. And we are at Nando's. I don't want any. No, no.
Here's a tip when you go to Nando's.
Instead of ordering dessert, use your glass and go and get a bottomless free yogurt and have it as dessert. It's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, I quite enjoy it. Yeah. Fishing, diving, sightseeing, and get this, wind farm trips. Now, there's a day out for you. What do you want to do today, dear? Let's go see the wind farms. Huskies, karaoke, you name it, let's go. I think it's time to say goodnight. End this one here. See you next time.
Baby, just to let me down. Mess me around and it hurts too long.